Ah, there we go. Now my mic's working. Okay, so we are live, and this is going to be a series for the GNL Gym Newbie League. Going to be between Cookiebud and Gear. And there we go. For a moment I thought sound was disabled. Oh, wait a second, I disabled the wrong thing. Gonna have to go back to that one again. Hello and welcome to the stream. On this, I want this. And we're done. Alright, Cookiebud spawning top right, red undead. And he will be playing up against Gear, spawning as the blue human bottom left. I have a bit of jerks over here. Be fine in a moment though. And having this issue, well, it comes and goes with as the patches come by and stuff. I've installed an SSD. I'll be reinstalling my Windows into that real soon. Gonna have to figure that out how to do that first. Going to be human versus undead. Map number 1 is going to be Concealed Hill. Let's see how this turns out to be, as we have pretty standard build orders coming in by both players. Okay, but I believe this is going for Crypt Fiend build order. Gonna check my microphone. Yeah, everything seems to be in order. Hero is going to be Archmage for Gear. Pretty standard. Very standard. Of course, as undead, you usually want to go for the Death Knight when you go for this build order. But we have been seeing a lot of use of the Crypt Lord, so I wouldn't be surprised if we tend to see a Crypt Lord over here. Or the hero. It's gonna be the Crypt Lord, baby! So, Fiend opening with Crypt Lord. See how this works out. It can work to your advantage. A couple of Fiends. A couple of melee beetles. Perhaps a couple of ghouls in the front line as well. Got Scout Annoying Footman versus Scout Annoying Acolyte over here. Footman checked up there for a moment but then turned away. Gear has already begun creeping, while the hero for the undead, Cookiebud, is not out as of yet. This is something that you want to consider. Archmage, nearly level 2. So, what's going to be the build? The hero is already delayed. Is he going to go for the Expo? Cookiebud's Acolyte will be forced back. Cookiebud has no information or intel of what the human player is doing, but the human player, well, Gear has the intel. Gear knows Cookiebud went for the Crypt Lord, and usually when you go for the Crypt Lord, what do you have here? Wait, who is this? Ah, never mind, wrong match. Hey Valhalla, how you doing? It's been a while. So, oh, wait a second. Did my thing update? I hope my thing's updated. Pretty sure they did. Never mind. So yeah, usually when you go for Crypt Lord, you either go for the expansion or you go for a rush. Not the case over here with Cookiebud. Going in for the green camp first, while the human player Gear is now creeping out the expansion. Has he teched up? He has not teched up. This is going to be an expansion, and Cookiebud will also expand on his side of the map, having 2 acolytes instead of 1. So both players opting for the expansion, late teching. Not sure how this would turn out. Usually, if have the intel of your opponent going for the expansion. You want to stop that from coming up. And okay, this is definitely a bit far away from the gold mine. Gear, you don't want to put down the town hall there. Gold mine will not be saturated with 5 peasants. And keep on putting down the ziggurats at a pretty... I mean, this is pretty far away. Usually you want to have them here and here or somewhere like that, but this is super far away. Now, what if your opponent goes to the corners? Sure, he'll get hit by the Nerubian tower. He goes to the corner, go to the haunted gold mine and just beat it down. The Spirit Towers, the Nerubian towers, will not be able to do anything about the units that just go into that place and then take out the haunted gold mine. It appears that Gear is well prepared with a level 3 Archmage heading in towards the expansion of the Undead Lair. Cookiebud is also actually going towards Gear's expansion. Gear is trying to get some towers up. The expansion would be up, but I'm not really sure what's going to happen. The towers are up for Cookiebud. Gear is actually in the pickle right now. Only one tower up. Will be giving that feedback damage to all those beetles and the skeleton warriors. Gear needs to TP in, otherwise this expansion will fall. Okay, he's going to try and halt the expansion over there. He did that, but now his units are weaker. He only has like 4 footmen against a good number of fiends. This is going to be a difficult task. Oh my god, that impale! Deadly, deadly impale! Beetles getting taken out. A couple of footmen still on the field. None of the players are teching, by my understanding. Yep, no tech yet, so they can train peasants, they can train footmen. A lot of resources at disposal. Okay, started to mine the gold, but that's not really going to help all that much. Or it would. Get more gold, you can train more units, but you only got like 1 barracks to train. Of course, Gear has the option to pull in more militiamen if he actually... Yep, he has a lot of militiamen. Gear should actually pull in some militiamen to try and help them defend, but I think he's got this thing in control. He got it the way he wants, and he's going to force Cookiebud out of this. Yep, he is going to force Cookiebud out of this, but yep, Gear is not going to be able to mine off of this gold mine with 5 pheasants. He's going to need 6 or 7. So, at the end of the day, Gear has an expansion up and running, despite of it being a bit farther away from the gold mine. Cookiebud does not. Cookiebud's tech, well, he just clicked the tech. Gear also clicked for the tech, but Gear's expansion is ready. Cookiebud's isn't. Now Gear should spend some time creeping some camps out, try to get that Archmage to level 4. Level 2 Brilliance Aura will be super useful for the casters coming in at tier 2. Also super useful for most likely the MK. So most likely going to be the choice. Against Undead, it's probably the most viable hero. Gear definitely needs a couple of towers down there. Perhaps pull in a couple of militiamen from the lumber line. Tech 25% done. About 50% done over here for Cookiebud. Expansion 50% and Necropolis dropped in the front. So now the opponent has something in the path if he wants to go toward the expansion and try to wreck it. This is exactly what I spoke about earlier. Putting those towers so far away from your haunted gold mine, it's not going to work out well for you. That's a little fault there by Cookiebud. Since Cookiebud put it a bit further away from where the gold mine is, towers aren't in range of anything that goes deep inside that area and tries to take out the haunted gold mine. And that's a super potential threat here. Now, I want to point out one thing. Both players, well, maybe not Cookiebud, because usually Crypt Lord is kind of a solo thing and you get a Death Knight as level 2, but you definitely want to prioritize leveling up the Crypt Lord. But in the case of the human player, Gear over here, you gotta be careful not to take out too many creep camps. This is also something I've learned. Now, if you take out a lot of orange camps, you're gonna get tier 2, you're gonna get your second hero, the Mountain King. Most likely that's going to be the choice. But now, how do you level it up? So this orange camp is done. The only 2 camps on Gear side is the one over here, the green one, and the one over here. So this is going to be problematic. Now, what you can do, of course, is go towards the red camp, but that's really all you got. And red camps are super risky. If you happen to get jacked by your opponent, you're going to be messed up real bad. And oh damn, you're losing a footman there, Gear. Don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. Second footman lost. No, Gear. What are you doing, man? You're better than this. Cookiebud going in for the red camp in the middle. The contested gold mine. Usually players like to get the Ogre Lord near the tavern over there. And oh, lovely. Impale. Gotta be careful though. Yeah, you usually like to get it behind the tavern there and trap it and then take it out. Shockwave, of course, deals a lot of damage there. Gear is pretty much staying on his side of the map right now. He has not chosen to venture outside. And okay, now Gear is going for the green camps as well. So technically speaking, well, yeah, tier 2, complete tier 3 coming in now for Gear. And we got Mountain King as second hero. We got Arcing Sanctum being dropped at the backside. I'm pretty sure this real estate management would have been slightly better. And would have been able to accommodate a couple of more buildings if he planned it out right. So we got the middle camp being crept out by Cookiebud. This Crypt Lord is nearing level 5. As I said earlier, you want to prioritize the levels on the Crypt Lord. DK, I mean, he's fine until he can reach level 2, and the DK does reach level 2. We got Brilliant Aura for the Undead as well with the Khadgas Pipe of Insight. So technically, this is a pretty good situation for Cookiebud right now, despite of having the delayed expansion, delayed teching and everything. He can actually bounce back into the game with what he has. I'm actually a bit confused on why he hasn't picked the aura yet. There we go. He picked the aura right now. You need that unholy aura. It is also necessary for you as an undead player. Yeah, putting down a sentry ward over there. So what's... wait. Okay, incoming Zeppelin drop. Gear gonna pick up a couple of, well, basically all of his stuff. And I think he's gonna go to the backside deep into the undead player's base. And no, what's he doing? He's returning back with the Zeppelin. He's returning back after being attacked by Cookiebud's army. Cookiebud will try to take out that tower. Repair force coming in, but will not be on time. What do we have here? Double barracks. Castle is ready. We want knights, mate. We want knights. Footman will not do the job. So now you're gonna have the situation where the MK will be underleveled. Thunderclap going down. One fiend taken out, and Cookiebud will use the TP to get back to his base. Army a bit caught off position, but if he actually chose, to take a bit more risk, he could have done that. Stayed back there and take out a couple of more peasants. Well, taking out peasants will always damage the human economy, but you also want to consider the fact that he already has an expansion, and it's really not going to affect him that much. We have here Temple of the Damned. Double slaughterhouse. So Cookiebud is rich right now, 1500 gold. Lovely. And oh my god, Gear is even richer. Gear costs like 3k gold. What's he gonna do with 3k? Come on. Mass Knights. He's going for Inner Fire, and he's gonna get Panda as the third hero. Interesting choice, rather. Get Breath of Fire, and that's pretty much... yeah, that's pretty much it. Gonna get Breath of Fire. and Thunderclap, so I guess that could work out. Okay, so Gear wants to creep out that green camp with... Yeah, he's gonna clog up all 3 heroes there. You're not really gonna gain a lot while doing that, you know. I mean, sure, take out the camp and get whatever it's offering, but at this stage of the game, you want to go for orange and red camps. Right now, the map is almost devoid of creep camps. I only see 2 red camps left and there's 1 green camp at the top left. About fire coming in, Thunderclap, Breath of Fire combination coming in. Super good. Impale across all those footmen. The Mountain King going back. There is a nice, lovely Thunderclap. Zeppelin picking up that Mountain King. Does the Zeppelin also have the Panda? Yes, it does. Whoa, is he trapped? He is trapped, but he's gonna be fine. We got death calls coming in. Gear. Oh no, Gear, you don't want to lose units. I think Gear should TP back. He doesn't have a TP. This is gonna be bad. Knights coming in. No inner fire just yet. Oh, there's an inner fire there. Inner fire, Thunderclap, and okay, the Necromancers. These are gonna be bad. Dispel coming across, but you definitely need a lot more of those priests. Now is a time to back out lightly, and does it have anything? It does have that knight. Knight should back out. And I think Gear should still be fine. He just needs to make a lot of priests, make a lot of knights, and I think he'll be just fine. Necrowagon push, pretty good, pretty potent. But the only and biggest problem with Necrowagon is, well, you can end up feeding your opponent, like, a lot. Naga Sea Witch, interesting choice by Cookiebud for a 3rd hero. I would expect, I don't know, maybe Pit Lord. Try Strength Hero, try Tank combo. And just send the Pit Lord ahead. Knights being pumped out. And what do we have? Griffin Avery at the back. Yeah, Gear's still super rich. The only problem that Gear is facing right now is he is having a lumber crisis. And I don't really think he has like less number of peasants on lumber either. Okay, this is a rather slow takedown of that barracks. The reason probably being that there aren't too many fiends there. A nice impale going across the army of Gear. Sending in those knights, going right after those fiends. The fiends also healing up over there. Dispel going across, and 2 knights will get taken out, 1 fiend out. Nice Thunderclap there. Should try to take out those Necromancers. Necromancers not actually using the Raise Dead spell. MK may get taken out. Impale effect, stun. MK gets taken out despite of having a potion of heal there. Could have popped it out, but he was under the effect of the stun. More and more skeletons coming in. You need Dispel. No mana on those priests. Level 2 Brilliance Aura not coming into the advantage right now. More and more skeletons coming in. The more number of units that fall will create 2 more skeleton warriors for the undead army at this point. Cookiebud is on a roll. This doesn't look good for Gear. A lot of units dying. Level 3 elementals, of course, on the field. They can be of super use right now. Of course, you also have level 3 carrion beetles. Those are also pretty good. This panda is taking a beating right now. Should pop out the push of heal. There we go. Breath of Fire. Naga Sea Witch getting taken out. A glimpse of hope for Gear. He may get a narrow escape off of this. Breath of Fire once again. Panda going to the backside of the base. I think it's gonna survive. No! Death Coil! But what do we have here? He trapped himself to the back of the base. He's going in. I think he wants to go in. Well, he wanted to go for the lumber line, but the lumber line is blocked. I think Gear should not let him out. Deal as much as damage as you can and keep him inside. Although he does have a TP. I mean, well, if you wanted to use a TP, you should have used it a long time ago. Using it now would only kind of save your hero. I wouldn't say not use it at all, but you already lost the majority of the army. Staff of Sanctuary. Knight is still taking a beating there though, but I think it's gonna be fine. And finally using the TP. Stormbolt? Stormbolt? No, Stormbolt! He could have Stormbolt and tried to take out the Death Knight over there, but the TP coming in before he could react. So, Cookiebud with an amazing push over there, but is this exactly what I spoke about earlier? You don't want to end up feeding your opponent too much with those skeleton warriors. Oh, hey Baron, how you doing? Oh, wait a second, that's Burrow Rush. Sorry, I misread your name. Hi Burrow Rush, how you doing? I don't have my phone next to me. Actually, I'm casting after a couple of days now. Just not used to into it, but I'm pretty sure I'm doing a good job right now. I'm into this game. Almost level 6 on that MK. We got some Griffin Riders, well, rather just one Griffin Rider with the Warhammer 40k. And a couple of knights. A lot of priests in the back line. You definitely need a lot of priests. Now, there's one decision that you can take in a situation like this. You got a lot of priests at the back line. And you got like Brilliance Aura level 2. Maybe have one or two, well, maybe just one of the priests have no auto spell like Inner Fire or Heal. Just disable one of them. And that particular priest will of course have more mana than the others and will be more ready to cast a spell. And oh, gear spotting Cookiebud trying to set up an expansion in the middle. Got some abominations. The Karen Beetles can't get dispelled. There we go, dispel. The Griffin Riders aren't attacking. Come on, they gotta attack. And I think the Griffin Riders should target down those abominations and obsidian statues instead of the fiends. No, the priests are going ahead. The priests are not supposed to be into that fight that much. Cryptlord taking a lot of damage. Cryptlord should be fine though. Death Coil! Oh, there we go. Death Coil. He's still taking a beating though. Level 6 on that Archmage. Scroll of Protection. Gear is under control. Cookiebud forced to TP back. Will manage to take out a couple more units before he goes back. Nope. Probably some beetles and their expansion cancelled. Of course, he had to do that. Now, Gear can actually try to expand over here while he goes in for the push. He's currently sitting at a 77 food army. Make another unit that costs you like, I don't know, 3 food and just push in. Or maybe just go for the high upkeep. It doesn't matter anymore. You got like 18... Yeah, you got like 2k gold, so just go in. Just go all in. Beat your opponent down. Beetles. Dispel across. Yep, there we go. Lovely stuff there. Of course, you have that situation there where the beetles, of course, are summonable units, so they will take damage from dispel. So even if you burrow them down at the exact place, you can just the opponent can dispel away. Borush agrees that, yeah, you're doing a good job. Exciting game. Thank you for your compliment. I shall endeavor to have my skill level increasing in commentary. Level 3 on MK. Level 3 Panda. Level 6 Archmage. I think Gear's got this game in the bag. Although, we don't want to count down Cookiebud just yet. It's just the fact that Gear has more control right now. And Cookiebud, he kind of had to transition. He has no meat wagons. He has sort of a necromancer. Well, only has like one necromancer on the field right now. And that one necromancer, it can cast a couple of cripples and a couple of unholy frenzy. But that's just it. You need a bit more of those. Abominations on the field. But these abominations are going to suffer a lot with that slow. Slow is a really good addition to the human army against undead. So, yep, as I said earlier, Gear just has good control in this situation. That's one of the bigger advantages that Cookiebud has, the impale effect, the stun. But, yeah, the MK, he's just gonna go in, tear apart the army, thunderclap, stormbolt, and you have dead undead armies. Best way I can put it, I guess. All those abominations getting taken out. That MK may fall, but that would be the only loss that Gear takes. The Death Coil animation did not reach on time, and this game is over. There is no way for Cookiebud to come back. GG, good game. Game number 1 goes to Gear. Hmm. Not leaving yet. Having some fun. I don't know. Of course, your main gold mine has already expired. Human so overpowered late game. Yeah, nerf human. You already nerf rifleman, so you know, we just come up with another way of doing things. I mean, Tri-Hero Human is kind of broken. I mean, I would agree to that. Gear was all of his timing was on mark. He got his expansion on time. He delayed his opponent's expansion by taking it out. Of course, that was a mistake by Cookiebud. He put down his ziggurats over here, and they were not in range of the Haunted Gold Mine. If they were nearby the Haunted Gold Mine, it would have been a different situation for him. Those would have still helped him defend. And yeah, I mean, Cookiebud is kind of wasting time right now. Gear is already yeah, Gear just needs to train one more priest or sorceress and he'll be at 100 food army. I mean, you don't really have to micro this, just a click into the base and that's good enough. That's just good enough. He's still actually training his stuff back. Come on, Cookiebud. Of course, Griffin Riders can basically fly anywhere. Thundering Blades. New update. Came in far before Reforged. Okay, so he's going to inner fire everything before he pushes in. Inner fire itself is kind of broken. 5 plus armor. Like, it's not like 2 or 3, it's like 5. And let's assume that you just run to the shop and get a scroll of protection. So you got more armor. The units are more beefy. They're gonna take less damage, more sustainability there. And a lot of dispels. Yeah, he kind of dispelled away his own stuff there. I don't think that was a devour at all. The sorceresses should be in the back line. Kinda ahead. Triplot getting taken out by the sheer mass of the human army. And there we go. Finally, Cookiebud leaving. Alright, let's head on over to Gym Discord and check what's gonna be next. We have here Pokemon Legends, Ultimate Footman, War of Races. Let's check this out sometime. Sure, it's an altered melee. More War of Races and Pumpkin TD. Yes. All I ever wanted in my life was to play Pumpkin TD. Gear 1, yes, more work. Gear has 1. I'm only waiting for them to decide the next map. This is on North America, NA. Well, it's technically Americas now. We're just used to calling it NA because reasons. Came from classic. West, West, West. Autumn leaves. Be unfamiliar with this map. Kinda gonna go blank with this. Alright. Game number 2 between Gear and Cookiebud. They're going to reprise their starting locations, Cookiebud being on top right, Gear on bottom left. Of course, that's one thing to compare between Concealed Hill and this map. This time around, Cookiebud going in for still Crypt first. Still unfamiliar with this map. Don't know much about it. Hi Valhalla. It is game number 2. Burrow Rush says he can only do CL first. Well, the going to be Archmage again by Gear. And apparently Burrow Rush was right. It is going to be the Crypt Lord. I'm gonna have to figure out why the Scout Acolyte goes near the expansion and waits there. Is he waiting for the footmen? I have to figure that out. Gear, of course, has already begun the creeping. Crypt Lord is only out, but in this scenario at least, newer map, Autumn Leaves. Not sure of the creep route, but in the last map, Gear was already nearing level 2. Cookiebud this time around getting ghouls. There is a deviation in his build. And what do you have? 2 acolytes, not 1. He wants to keep both of the acolytes near the expansion. I guess he wants to pick that up as soon as possible. Green camp. But gives you slightly more experience than the other. So the footman at least detected that it's likely going to be an expansion again. He probably detected the Crypt Lord as well. Here, will try to get an expansion for himself. And once he's done with that, then try to go in for some harassment towards the undead. And whoa, 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 what do we have here? Cookiebud changing plans. Cookiebud is going to go towards the human player expansion and try to wreck it. Is he going tier 2? He's not going tier 2. He's gonna click tier 2 if he's planning not to expand. And whoa, 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 wait a second, I was wrong again. There are 2 gold mines that you can go for. One is up front, one is up front and a bit near to your base, and the other one is a bit far away but adjacent to your base. And once again placing that sacrificial skull. Whoa, no, why is he doing this? I don't like how Cookiebud places those ziggurats so far away from the gold mine. It harmed him the last time, it's going to harm him again. Gear's expansion is almost up. You're gonna sell off some stuff, boost the speed, and try to go and wreck the expansion. He already got one of his footmen get killed over here, so he already knows an expansion is likely going to come here. But right now the situation is, oh no, this is going to be bad for Gear. There are way too many melee units there. He's gonna get out of there. He's otherwise gonna end up surrounded. Archmage, I should shake off those units. Footmen will keep attacking while the Archmage makes them follow. Now the footmen being targeted. Gonna back them out. Beetle can kick it out. Water elementals need more of those. Doing a good job taking out those ghouls, but those beetles, those skeleton warriors, Cookiebud is definitely gonna outmass him. Micro matters. Surround. Didn't get it off. I said micro matters, and I don't think Gear's target was ever to actually defeat Cookiebud in this fight. All he wanted to do was mitigate the damage, kill as many stuff as he could. He managed to get his Archmage to level 3, and I guess that matters more. I'm gonna back out for a bit and leave those water elementals to attack. Elementals should actually attack the haunted gold mine. They're attacking the ziggurat, the Nerubian tower. Weak footmen strolling across should not be there at that location right now. Expansion is up, is currently in a wood crisis. Gear needs to get more woodcutters. And I really like how Gear blocks away his lumber line, the wood line. Build some stuff, have the peasants be on that side, and of course peasants can go in and out from those areas, but most other units cannot. So this way you're actually saving yourself a lot of potential dead workers there. And oh, this is a really bad situation for Gear right now. He has only just begun creeping, and that's a rock golem camp. That's gonna take a bit. Gonna have to use the TP, and I don't think he's done. Yep, he's kind of messed up there, but he managed to pick up a mercenary before he TP'd in. Good number of ghouls, but where are those beetles? Without beetles, Cookiebud will not be able to actually push in and deal too much damage. Needs 6 beetles there, along with those ghouls, and Cookiebud also needs level 3 on the script lord to get level 2 beetles. Yep, there we go. Going to go and attack the lumber line. Lumber line only just picked up arms, transformed into militias to attack, but Gear doing a pretty good job of getting them back. Okay, Gear now. Gear has this place locked in. The Crypt Lord, as long as he stays in, he's gonna deal damage, but he's gonna have to TP away as he is right now. Expansion for Cookiebud is also up and running. I believe this gold mine has pretty less amount of gold than the others. Fixed the acolyte there for no reason. Tier 2 only just clicked for Cookiebud. Here is nearly 50% done.
The player's forces are under attack.
Hi there, Link. Welcome to the stream. Who now? I believe he was referring to Cookiebud. Yank of Reincarnation. It's okay. You can transfer it to the MK. So now, let's see if Gear does the same thing again. Like, you got the expansion, you're creeping and stuff, but you also want to consider the fact that you don't want to creep a lot of camps in a way that you don't have much left for your second and third hero. Well, second hero mostly. Until the third hero, most of the map is already crept out. You got a couple of red camps left. Cookiebud on the other side, well, he can creep as much as he wants to. You definitely want to prioritize the level on Crypt Lord. A second crypt being dropped, this kind of signifies what Cookiebud wants to do. Got fiends coming in. For a moment I thought it's going to be a mass ghoul army, but that's not going to be the case. Illusions. +7 armor on that Crypt Lord. Beefy as hell. Send those illusions across. Search for stuff. Gears Archmage are nearly level 5. This will scare him for a bit, but I think he noticed that it's actually an illusion and he doesn't have to care. And yeah, he's gonna be a bit distracted again. That's also probably an illusion. He'd figure.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are.
There hasn't been a situation where you go after 2 illusions and then you figure you mistake a third one for an illusion as well, and then that kinda ends up in the favor of your opponent. I don't think there has been a situation like that yet. Okay, ziggurats, or rather Nerubian towers being attacked. Defend is already researched. Acolyte line coming in, but I don't think they're gonna be on time. They're on time. They're on time. The Nerubian tower will live. Some dispels coming in, abolish magic rather, from those shadow troll priests. And Cookiebud managing to force Gear out of this place, but he shouldn't fight away from the blight, away from the towers. Trying to get a kill on that footman, will not get it though, at least not just yet. He has those towers and stuff. Stay near the towers. Stay safe. That's the best way I can put it. 2 Arcane Sanctums, and oh my god, Gear is rich as hell. 4k gold. What the hell, Gear? And he's not even tier 3 yet. You can actually connect both of your bases if you put down a sacrificial skull or 2 here. Benefit of that. Well,
A player's forces are under attack.
you can have a long pathway for wherever you can build stuff, and your units will regenerate more on light, of course. MK is out, and as I said earlier, you're gonna have some creep camps for your second hero. Beetle's level 2. Death Knight is already out. Crippler taking a beating, but is going to be constantly healed using the Death Coil there. Death Knight also has a potion of mana, so in case it runs out of mana, it's just gonna pop that out and just cast more Death Coils. Here, shifting attention towards other units. Trying to take out the Fiends. Another Thunderclap. We need another Thunderclap there. Footman getting taken out. Potion of Inval. You still got a lot of Death Coils. Actually, there was no need to pop that Potion of Inval out unless and until the Death Coil was on cooldown. I see a Thunderclap coming in. Come on. No. He didn't get Thunderclap on 2 units there. Death Coil. There's a Death Knight. There we go, Death Coil. Yeah, the Merc Camp, apparently. Only has enough mana for 1 more Thunderclap now. Level 2 Brilliant Aura, of course. And all of a sudden, Cookiebud is the one under control. He also bought a couple of mercs. Here, forced to retreat towards his expansion. He's got like 4k gold. What are you gonna do with that? You're gonna have to use it. A second barracks being put down. Something that he could have done earlier. He had the gold for that. Griffin Aviary, he could have done that earlier. Blacksmith, he could have done that earlier. These are some small mistakes that you don't want to do. And the barracks is likely to get taken out as soon as it comes up. Perhaps would have been a better option to just cancel it before it came up. At least he would have got some gold back. Gear with 5k gold. Tribute to Ember. New human meta. Yep. New human meta. Indeed. Okay, now if this micro screws up over here for Gear, this may very well be GG. He's gonna have to be very careful. Little disadvantage for Cookiebud is that he won't be able to Death Coil and save the summoned unit, the mercenary units rather. And a lovely Thunderclap there. We'll get a kill on that Fiend. Another Fiend being healed. But now Death Coil is under cooldown and another Fiend will get taken out. A third Fiend gets taken out. This is looking bad now. Appears that Gear is getting back into the game. Slow is coming into the situation. Destroyers would have been good. I don't think he has tier 2 yet. Well, he does. I don't think he has the upgrade yet. Destroyers would have been good for Cookiebud. Death Knight, Death Knight, Death Knight! Survived by like, what? Below 10 HP. Oh. So Cookiebud's gonna have to rethink what he wants to do. A lot of lumber, a lot of gold, getting abominations. Gear's also putting down a workshop. What does Gear want to do? Whoa. So more work pointing out a second expansion by Cookiebud. Even if Gear manages to pull off an 80-foot army, going against 2 base undead is going to be really difficult. So Gear kind of changed the strategy. I think now Gear wants to go for siege engines, by my understanding. Level 5 Archmage and level 3 MK right after this. And no, 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 no! He's backing the Archmage out. You don't want to do that. MK is already gonna get level 3. There we go, yeah. That's what you want to do. Belt of Giant. This is, I believe that was bought. No TP on the Archmage though. You wanna buy a TP. You got a lot of gold. Don't waste it. Alchemist, or rather an Alchemist. Damn. Rather interesting choice. Heal Spray, I don't know, I don't have booster on, so I don't know the spell that he selected. But as an undead player with an Orb of Corruption, you're going to mitigate the armor. With the Acid Bomb that comes along with the Alchemist, you're going to mitigate the armor even more, so a lot. Cookiebud is currently sitting at an army of 86. He has 3 gold mines and he don't care right now. He's getting an income of 12. Gyrocopters? What for? There are no aerial units that he's dealing with. Gear with a 71 food army against an 86 food army of Cookiebud. This can turn out to be really ugly. He needs to be careful. The undead nuke is too strong even with the current combination. He needs to be careful. Those casters need to be taken to a back line. There we go. The fiends getting taken out. Surround attempt on that Crypt Lord. Perhaps try to target now the Alchemist. Alchemist of course cannot be healed. It's not an undead unit. Archmage ought to pull off that Scroll of Heal. Scroll of Heal has to be pulled off right away. Death Knight taking a lot of damage. Does have the TP, but Death Knight goes down. No. Alchemist will go down as well. A big micro screw up over here by Cookiebud. Archmage is going to survive. It's just going to survive. Down to an army of 63 against 74 of Gear. Now, what Gear definitely wants to do is take out the expansions. At this point of the game, the main gold mine will expire. And if you take out the expansions, of course, there is no gold income. What? He just wanted like one flying machine, that's it? Gear isn't really being firm on what he wants to do. Putting down another workshop. I mean, it's gonna take him a long time to get the siege engines if that's what he plans for. And you also want to consider the fact that you only get to build like what 100 food army max. You don't get to do more than. And Alchemist goes down. Griffin Riders on the field. A lot of knights. And yeah, Griffin and knights, priests do that. That's pretty good. And if you have already committed to that, then I don't think you want to fluidly just transition into siege engines or gyrocopters. He's got a couple of gyrocopters there. I guess he just wanted to make a couple of them, but he is making a second workshop back at the base there. MK following that Death Knight. I see a Stormbolt coming. That's yeah. Death Knight is just going to use a TP. Should have used a Stormbolt unless and until it was in cooldown. And yeah, he spotted the expansion. Now he has to do something about it. Gear, what are you doing, man? There's no protection on that expansion. Take it down. Buy some items. Probably the best choice. Once you get into a fight, then you don't have time for that. So, okay. So he wants to go for more teams. Currently, he is now sitting at an army of 84. So, he's also currently in high upkeep. And he's getting less gold as compared to his opponent, because he only has like one expansion. His opponent has 2, and he wants to go to the. Is he gonna get some tappers? Well, he's confused. Cinematic says destroyers would make huge difference. Yes. Human so Imba. Yes, human is Imba. Got a fight coming in, but all of the human units are already injured because of the earlier affected plague cloud. I mean, the human didn't really get a lot of time to recover. This is a bigger army for Cookiebud. I think Gear needs to back out. Gear doesn't really stand much of a chance against this. He's got a lot of units there. He can perhaps deal some damage, but I don't really see him winning this fight if he picks this up. Cookiebud is just in a better position right now. Oh no, Cookiebud, he's messing it up! Cookiebud just messed up his micro. He's going after the Archmage. Archmage using the Potion of Heal, Potion of Invul, and a lot of dead units there. A lot of dead units. 63 against 76. Okay, so Gear wants the second expansion as well. Yeah, why not? You're getting gold off of 2 gold mines the entirety of the game, so why stop that since the main gold mine has already expired. The expansion is also about... Whoa! Whoa! The expansion gold mine already expired for Gear, and it's about to expire for Cookiebud. Okay, we got a lot of sappers, but Gear is... No. If Gear is gonna waste his time on this expansion, which is already about to deplete, then that's gonna be bad. Cookiebud detecting this expansion with 1 ghoul. Of course, that's gonna get taken out. What? No, 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 no! Why is the sapper there? Cookiebud just... Okay, Cookiebud just detected the sappers now. He knows that Gear has sappers. Hey, Gear getting a Pitlord 3rd hero. Pitlord, of course, can't be death coiled. That's one little slight advantage for Gear. And another advantage that I just thought about is that undead units also are immune to the plague cloud. So the Pitlord isn't going to be affected by the plague cloud. More team shelling away. Sappers in position. I think the sappers are going to go in. Sappers going in. Boom. Sappers just destroyed those cigarettes. And now, yep, this game is slowly but surely going into the hands of Gear. Super defense mode is what I would call this. Scroll of Protection plus Inner Fire. Death Knight goes down, and this is the end. Yeah, he can shower down those rate of fires on his own units. It doesn't matter anymore. Cookiebud will unsummon his expansion and then try to run away, but really gonna be to no avail. His main expansion is out. The other expansion that he was planning to get gold off of is already under siege, and well, technically it's already down. Gear still has the expansion, while, well, the script lord can deal some damage. Gear just gonna TP in and save it. And that's a level 6 Archmage, which TP'd right over that Crypt Lord there. Good game. Link says, I just started Warcraft. Which map? Autumn Leaves, the newest addition to the WC3 Champions ladder. I don't think it made it over to the Blizzard ladder yet. It's gonna be there probably. Valhalla, WTF, this game is going on. Yup. It is definitely going on. Command Curse. Well, couple of small mistakes here and there, but I think this was a pretty lovely best out of 3 series. Gear taking the series 2-0. Cookiebud did pretty well across most of the game. I mean, some slight mistakes that he kind of repeated. And Gear says first time on Autumn Leaves. But yeah, pretty good series, pretty good games. Hope you guys enjoyed these 2 games. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Gear and Cookiebud, for giving us a wonderful series. Just a little update about myself and my place. The Capital Z is going to be hosting a 2 vs 2 tournament starting this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If there are some people out there that are interested in going in, you can join on my Discord server. Link to that is, well, it's just there. You can see it below somewhere on my Twitch. And yes, that would be all then. Thanks for joining me in. Hopefully I'll be casting more of the GNL and getting back into the regular casting and stuff. Alright then. Thank you for joining me. Link, Burrow Rush, Cinematic, Valhalla, Bushimo, more work, and I believe that's just about it. Thank you for joining me, and I shall see you in the next one. Good night, everybody.